We are creating the Fresh Food Action Plan, and the first step in this was to do an assessment report of our local food economy. So the report highlights both challenges and opportunities in our local food economy, and the biggest challenge is our loss of farms and farmland. Since 1930, we've lost over 80% of our farms and over 50% of the farmland. So we now have about 150,000 acres left. The biggest threat to farmland here is housing development. And with 145,000 more people coming in the next 20 years, it's going to put a lot more pressure on our remaining farmland. Another challenge is that we need more farmers. There are a number of impediments to entry into farming, such as access to capital and land and training. And right now, we have 5 times more farmers over the age of 65 as we do under the age of 35. So that's another issue we need to address. The next challenge is the lack of infrastructure to support our local food economy. We have quite a large number of wholesale buyers here in the Lehigh Valley, and they in themselves present a great opportunity for improving our local food economy. But at the same time, we need that infrastructure to be able to get the food from our farms to these wholesale buyers. And that infrastructure is eroded over the years. So an opportunity with our local food economy is to improve fresh food access in the Lehigh Valley. There are 8 different areas that have been designated by the USDA as being food deserts. That means that more than 20% of the people living there are living below the poverty line, and more than 30% are living greater than a mile from a grocery store. He threw me off with that. So we can use our local food economy and the resources in it to address food access issues. And there are quite a number of different creative resources in our local food economy, both with retail and food production, that we can use to improve food access. The last opportunity is to not only improve the local food economy, but to improve our overall economy. Right now, we are spending about $1.5 billion a year on food, but only $3 million of that is going to our local farmers. So that means that most of those dollars are leaving the area through the purchase of food imports. And that creates a great opportunity for us to capture some of those dollars and keep them circulating here in our local economy. So families are spending about $1 a week on local food. And if we increase that to $10 a week just during the growing season, May to November, we could increase the local food economy by $80 million. So after we released the report, we had food forums and asked attendees to rank the different issues, and people said that land was the most important issue to them, followed by consumers and healthy retail. And then we also gave them a list of strategies to rate. And the number 1 rated strategy was to promote the consumption of fresh, locally grown foods. And the second was to preserve agricultural land. And then there were 4 that tied for 3rd place. Encourage sustainable farming practices, encourage production of food crops on agricultural lands rather than commodity crops, support local food use in public schools, and pay farmers a fair price for food.